Bamba leje Alaji Bamba Bojale Bamba Bojang Alaji Bamba Bojale Sukuru mono banta Jinjambe banta Jinjambero banta Leminati kabandingo banta Jada kunda sise kunda Imamu kunda turele Sane kunda nyancholi beau Suma kunda bamba Kamale Muna belari njara dumazo Boja unubona sangara madiba kontele bala Dugu nimbala famala ganda nintaulajo Ika mansaya le bilin sangara kono Inada tiliji banko Gambia Boja unuka mansaya Ali batu ngase volu fali e brentu babu nola Gambia Sefo la nimbara bali boja mansayata suma kunda Adela mansayata brentu babu noti lola akena sefo Adela mansaya kola jumale mansayata Wala mansaya kola jumale mansaya da Sefo sanjali boja mansaya da Afana mboda suma kundale Barata da si kembujele aye kembuje sa te olelo Adela mansaya kola jumale mansaya da kote boja kunda Sefo ya kuba boja mansayata atafana musuma kunda college akale jam sakarambulo ay korda di moja ma jamala ala sefo ya tumola birka makona donya la ukende kebete ya dunia konole munasa inganga diale atala sefo ya kola Jumala sefiada Sefo dembo santa moja sefiada Afana bona suma kundale moja kunda alimma sayale mu dunia kono birola sefia banda Sefo dembo kelem boja mansayata Ate bana mansarin sule Wallahi Jumala yo sada sefo yala Wala msefo keke bojanti Abata hula kundale Wokola jumala sefo yata kote ke Gambia boja kundale Wala msefo dembo juju bojanti Abada suma kundale Aliman sefo duje bango jankunda Gambia, Gambia Ndebe saila sule Gambia Cairo be Gambia Ndebe saila sule Gambia Gambia, Gambia, Ndebe Saila Sule, Gambia. Mansol de Gambia, Ndebe Saila Sule, Gambia, 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 Ndebe Saila Sule, Gambia.
Akit Malsandis, Ira Odu, Kalidu Don Kong Gambia. Munga Jokok Nyom, Jibe Pafana, Mui Gambia, Mui Bitim Rew, Konak, Yeneka Bitim Rew Dowlem, Mungena Yoni, Gas Power, Full Credit, Aimbuba, Leka, Ak Building Materials, Low Multi Helat, Munga Ko Yoni, through Kalidu.com, Nyom Laul.
Get ready, Leeds. The Gambia's King of Kora is coming to town. The Gambia Welfare Society, TGWS, proudly presents the 2025 show with Jalipa Kuyate, a celebration of rhythm, culture, and community pride. Step into the night of celebration as we recognize the honored patrons of our community. Amijau, Queen of the Night; Fatu Duande Marong, Queen Mother of the Night; Oli Gasamanjai, Lady of the Night; Kekuta Jalo, Father of the Night; Morikeba Koli, Brother of the Night; Mr. Jesuma and Mrs. Sisay, Couple of the Night; the Diba Sisters, Fatumata, Yasin, Jainaba, and Bintu, Sisters of the Night; and Beastin Kankiling, Stars of the Night. It's a night to stand together. Every pound raised goes to support Gambians right here in our community. Let the redeem move you. Let the community unite. Let the Kora call us home.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين Gambia dingo be dawranding dunia fanna o fannala kabo Gambia fu Gambia bantala albe wato ngali konton alla watola ngali konton badiyala ngali konton karontela be danda bango minna ngali konton banku dinkile yala ngali konton banku kanola andu ngali konton kali tentu kali jayi kali nimbara momo ne atade ko e hammo bije e taro bije estila ko lamu e hammo bije e taro kije ani hammo bije e taro kije momo hammo be Gambe koto e be taro ke kanje alo ninko taro kono ninko taro man diga counter woye ku jamale fudi do taro jam wala nyindu kato taro nyum context kono wala mu katoti etebe kato ko kekan ke hakilo murundi Gambia to nin kammala Gambia si kembe sawoti wala jamaa sawo kato hadmadin dam mandati it will be difficult pour que hadmadin be satisfy sirla wala nyalla min sike mo killing na la satisfaction maximum satisfaction bare nin kammala ndeysaan alama ala tunye dolu ni ko angana nga kairo sabanang be nga dengala woli kajil ko no nte kunkolo la kairo folo what is in there, what is in this for me first and foremost. Wol kem bukaje ko jamaa nyanta kairo min soto la waylo. Wol fanal ni ina ilola inula nata. Ye fanjola ko no walla be setan na baro kama. Hadu mo kama ninku ko tan kama. Fo igolom bang, fo pride lombang, fo waro lombang. Wol dolu kajele ko ninko antolu ninko mbe itol be mun samo itol mun samo le tala follow min be kele tol tate ko ko annu wo ko ko no itol bajala ko itel tay so follow hana tara dol tabe tinyala walla jama tabe tinyala follow alma ale tenken alma ale ten nal bi tanka wala bari e be kerinne hani man siya bari be kerinne anu jama wala ne ko de few ning mialan ko yin hanata ke be kere man siya ila siya baliya nyaaw nyande wado li ferol ka siya bake wado li ka nyame mbake mo mialan ko wato beto atelo he will confess ala interest will confess atela kuoku ni nyani jama benta umari la kajere ko what is in this puntenga follow bo jandi mo dolo bola ika asi falje de ka ataman serol falje le kabirin dindim madu wulula le fandol bije ni aje din ela dindol kono e be kulu ka aje ko ni ko alna nga den fenna wo katla watu beto akamira ko atulnyante ta atulnyante tanyande sera mo beti hadumata ama mo mira abukamo swande mandin kole ko kuchani kumole ka wulu dole bije kabiri dindim malo woto they are never wol mantare moye kuto be kunkulo dam mandela ni palaso le dila o palaso fane ba tamandela wala nyama fanan itolu first then the rest is second itolu first the rest second bisa tarako nbe bankol milikantare ila luwal be safere nyame wala ila tarambulo be nyame public interest comes first. Public interest comes first. One person interest vis-a-vis the public interest in any court of law, eka public interest le kumayandi katambi personal interest la. If you're nite kilina kuo obejama torala luwa ni jojo le fanali eka wol beji bele to arrive at a verdict. So public interest on the public safety and the public advancement, welfare, is so important in passing judgment. Court al judge nyininka al magistrates nyininka jama nyinka kijel. So when they're looking at janibe decision okela, janibe decision maker on cases, ikanye beji bela ninga nyim bula, of course chainte nyimbe nyaming all the evidence before me ya jelo ko nyin hanatero ko sai ala watu tata fa banta but be mun measure ko because na prison reported me better than mo lolo ndeko nyi hanika be is posing a threat to society. So to society la safety we kumala bakele to even come up with extra measures to protect society, to protect people against that individual interest of having a freedom. Nka min fara jeng nin kamala dron wala nyinte ko jama la finna ko jama tanko jama la nyarata akumata bage hadama ding ni be dawdande jama la nyarata akumata bage ifene ay ngani yo soto ye dabula je e jama respect e jama fonka e jama kalamuta bantel almala tunje ndol dunya la ba mulu kunkili ya kudi tanye baki kunkiling kay kunkiling wi kun na ko da mamira wala ila nafa adu ni nafa nyin amu kujamalti e fanga nafa e dimbala nafa anila so many things. As long as it is the immediate itelama anila immediate surrounding badelo ninga cross lo warande ba ke nga society jibe nga mulji nga fan nga cross kabirin dinde ma wala na background solo how we we live our life throughout Gambia do na bakele be nyolo na ko karde ate dal molo melon ga selfish ta bakele bar molo ñu melon ko ate ala life be he or she has demonstrated selflessness throughout akajere ate kuke moli ni na gladol even going extra mile to serve people wol ngol so to banna so bari ngolo momo be kata ku ke kan taro jambe min fo kan jam wala nyinte ko ilo kata ku ibe fen ke kan ka Gambia dengolu kaloye niwe toro kono ifana ya lonko mbe toro kono nibe nyaata kono nibe nesi o kono ifana ya afe niye kusoto if they achieve something ifana tare ife to celebrate that achievement brotherhood the national anthem abe faare wolala pour nga ke kilinti nga ndelle mu da dulu kilingoto comme ni tara ko yirolo mum mbebota yiri kilingoto Gambia la mu sumuti ntel branche sol ke tadila ni yiri dengol ni kol beke na fal ni kol beke da bar ntel be mu mo kilingolati bar ñim mo kili yafa nan amange comme be mu mo façon kilingolati de fanan so fanan yitan di jang because al sikli yanyon de bari you have diversity mu munati wala ñinde ko na fatam fansi ko lu million ko bije because wom dol mo ke alale woke bara ayake dalilo le kam ako ayake menk mo wala nga ñoo suute note nen ay hadama ni be muliyandi be keta kilent mbela sep kilin mbela jam fo kilin mbela sutuya kilin o mbela ay fam be ke kinti be ñoo suute la ñandile aman ke fanan ala ñim fatam fanso be ke don nañim facial difference la yo be ke le o be ko la another fendi mo la fen kara fa mo melon ko it is so only unique to Lamin Konate I don't share that with anybody wala biometrist nyeja o fananke ayo fananke pour ka ñoo suute kalon ko ñina mu ñinti mbade wolo jili be mu taman sorol to melon ko ñende ka long nin ko alim mbemo kilonati kilimba minti jawla ñende ko nga ñoo soto ñoye nga ñoo celebrate nga ñoo la success celebrate nga ñoo buña nga ñoo xoroma nga ñoo kuliya wala mu kilimba ya kilimat nga ñoo xoroma mu kamala intelle mu badinat nga ñoo xoroma nga mu kamala intelle be ku kilon kono we see the same faith or similar faith or we are in for this a struggle for survival, a struggle for a better Gambia. Mbele woko par ndesan al hadama den jibe kunu nin dole kafto nyoma nko mimbe kere amanke kuti miyalon ko asilla bang miyalon ko to nyata ko kono because ngollebe toraka mune mo torolti e benna bankola kul samba kanyami benna bankola bundali samba kanyami e benna bankola fanko samba kanyami moy manaji kanyami ngim be volon ko aman satisfy because man tar kan dawdandi molle be fakam molle be bonokan molle be nimisakan e molle be wasika ko liasi fape eko this is unsustainable ndeka fanyuma ngambulo la ala bari mandang ala dan namu dam man nga kato kije hammol kije nga taro eko ni hammo bije taro kije wala comme estila ko binno la wulta ni hammo bije taro fita so mengoke bari wo mo dolu bi kune mili be konda iba ibole ke gam koteke ngale hadama de the darkest side of human being ngale na hadama de lol adum ikanyina fo moliye ya don't dol bi bu kelon foye you give them power ibuka hadama de found long for near power diala bal tonya abeke de Gambia nga kulje nga kul sedia nga kul moy nyabe kul fanal ka adu babela moy ka be kola fo man ka wande ba fo man karamba hadama de ngol mi beti de atele kanyum beke no ni hadama de ngol can be greedy mafoko hadama de we are the greedy nga can be greedy but wala ñu ko those who choose to be greedy are greedy but nga dol fa no mi koy wasatal right ni hadama de fanang can be biased ni hadama de can be selfish and this ni hadama de can be so wicked ni hadama de fanang it's not only can be but this time is forgetful because another over on to ngal dal ngal no al munyina nalati fo yen kumande ka fonya al insan ko munyina nalati hadama de mom moy wala dana man den kol na rafa ko jiminna be munyina nalati alhamdulillah rabbil alamin so woto min kumata jang to nyanyino kake bari sa kata baki nkan hakilo murundi e ka fo a moment of reflection nin kube nyato yane be decision okela wait, take your time, sit and wait every time you are faced to make decision and in decision on nyeng ikaka song to appeal to your biasness because hadamading by nature can be very biased. We are all biased, but can be very biased. These are instincts that can easily work in us. But momi yalan ko ay hikma soto, momi yalan ko tonya mo, ko katrale ko to strike a balance kaje ko hanede mbatu ngani ko jibe ko take nga jibe nga yoya nga keso ni jabol bo nyoto nkana akana dan nyinto dron molle ko kar mu nyinti mfana nga believe wala ora molle ko nyina mu nyinti mfana nga believe wala hanide don't do that. Do your own findings. Don't settle for what other people say. Because mune mbatandi. Model se dum yalan ko nkanyi wickedness mimfo. Nkanyi model mimfo ko when they have power, when they have money, sometimes you can abuse less. Ako mo milan ko man hikma soto man amanke mo milan ko awasata. He or she can use money, can use power to build a narrative against somebody. Against somebody. Kawo mari ka discredit, kawo mari ka doyandi, kawo mari ka jutundu mol ka jutundu to build a narrative, money and power. Hadama de ka nyenke no anyong hadama de la o hadama de because of ala nyim mankutolo what they try to do, they build a perception, they build a narrative, they build a rhetoric, they build an agenda out of that. knowing the people we are aiming at sometimes alma ala tunye mafabe dolu bije kulimo dan damando yemin foy ko moy. They don't go and find out. They don't go and weigh things. They don't look for evidence. They don't even it wrong because it meet and they don't look. You are a trusted person because you think people can trust you. Not knowing sometimes palaso do bulu umari bole palaso takan to abuse it because mona kedo palaso ni man la fi kuma palaso nying amman la fi pour kamol mislead ay ba wotol but ni ba use come because power be bulu we have money be bulu to go around building narrative melon is misleading. That is in itself abuse. Alay karfa fangle ay fango di lay naflo di lay ay karfa ay sambo di lay makamo di la pour ya hadema de lu bondi ko yalla ko bari kana hadema de nakar bar bi ñu dunya la ban kono ñu dunya la ban molu ali nga cross do kal ngam fan jibe tro. A case in point pour ñu kamala iskumur mandi tan dal sada da karaba jawara alma ne manin ka farakala alma la jan sona la mole mu miya lonko to nyala bu ko safele bar hani kabi halaro kumo be man fo gambe de wonde bar mine fana bije di gap min bije wala nyinte ko min lon tato munantina man futti min be lon tato munantina man futti because munaketa mo dolle nata to build a narrative, to build or to set an agenda, or to start a rhetoric, a biased rhetoric. Rhetoric melongo is full of discredit. Or to use this whatever means necessary to paint a picture, to label somebody among community, you make people believe ko immunity. For more me along go don't believe tala because they they did not go beyond those narratives to find out, to question and look at things and even weigh. In fact, by logic found. Logic found use. Very soon you will even see flaws in those people's argument and the narrative they're trying to set. Alaya ke kunung ning alpha don tatofla na sita kena killing nkachata ngoku jama lo ala ko nkanyina fonko ni ibenda dawla ne ni alpha benda ndeka denye ba ke ndi kachanyo ba ke nsisi nga ndiamo kabri ngaje ko la diamo be interest kana don sita ngata ka more provoking more questions na la ka ininka afana ben jabi labe ko diamo la nyaay ko ku jama bondi nyoro and wo kinata ke moti mi alonko and he was very 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 close to Jawara when he was a president. Nala kacha almost montoro watfula amana ngoma ke kacha ndintide umu kacha kumma balat halu tumo min nafang ngani suggestion of an kay ko yamate kumma la baki ba ite fane na praho ni kacha because mimbe bulu londo balle be bulu pour gambe dengli e simul kono to dia nyim information le wole funte pare mo be man la fi media la mo be man la fi media presence la and some people don't want to be in the media. Warante I took advantage of that moment. Afahamta experience I londo soto adum ngami njala ko rola ndiko banko kanu wa kanu la balmut ainte inspire baki ainte inspire baki ye narrative min be bill about Jawara bari on be abe nyaadi la mbe mu nekkono be Jawara afan la kodo ikajo minna karo kar Jawara lo bondi a dingle karande mbaga ñu repeat ko tek because nko ning Jawara very very close but he volunteered nda to fala because nga respect le nga la private respect le but alhamdulillah rabbil alamin mfalantina jambe sila jambe kuma fala le mi alonko ma soto no because nga jamba fala ko mbilif to mare la diamo la bak mi mbilif tala wala ñu ko nga ko le check ni divi fala nga I took my time na bu diamo ka ñine ka atafana no ko ka ñine ka ñi ka ñine ka pour ka jakande because mbuka la fil wadu bi na ko do folo nga fala ko non dama agree wala ado I often accept le ko sometimes in ko nga debate so kamini kaitanda la ko ñinde ko ibuka mo bela ko ba ni ko mo do fo ka wanan wan jibe rew ad I halna ko mu to nyaati but we can challenge it. We need to challenge each other. Sometimes the narrative or the stories we tell people. Wala nan kanyum fo janko nañu platform do nenda raja nimbe diamola al fundi nan ni nale kolke ngam fo jani atara ko man kito nya challenge afo ko ya min do yenyi min fo don tamam la mon tamam bile fo la I like that pour ça de go senyi ni ko okay maybe it I explain more better so that people understand maybe think I explain nyami it's not there are flaws in it. I like that. I like this interactive, flow of, having conversation or having a discussion about issues or on issues. What I don't like is personality, going after people. No. Personality, I talk about issues. I talk about important bread and butter issues. And above all, human dignity. And above all, na Gambia na banko ya na ya for how many times? 3 times. There is no place like Gambia. There is no place like home. Na Gambia la soto man bla kota soto so man Gambia nin kula man Gambia nin ku kanyande ni nata pour kaje ko ka Cairo sabanan ka yirwa sama wala pour nga tari banko milan ko nyabo banko bare nyimbe kono nyalo ko fo nga tili nyoy nkana nyo nakar alo ngani mo fo baki nakar mo hadama din jawbalti nakar mo hadama din na positionality nakar mo hadama din na kidolati nakar mo hadama din na nuclearity he will finish you ngani min be fale kan setting a narrative, setting an agenda, or trying to build a wrong perception around people or about people. You are using money, you're using power to build pictures or to set narrative, to set agenda about people, discrediting them. Kullo banke. Kullo banke. Apende jamanoko. Yun dunia fang, yun dunia panaso. We are going at each other. Social media natale kamuna kaje ko nga use to empower and educate the masses. But not everybody is using social media like that. Modole social media usually by using kamuli tinya to bring people down. Kamuli fasa. Ka hadima ding ngay boy be funtindi bantu. Ado hadima ding alaya mu femba mu kubalti. I would die out of the die from bait. Barantolo ko hanide. Instead of social media pour kanyo empower ni comme mbota min for national anthem be min be for national anthem wala national anthem be min be for to live that life, to live that reality, to live those values. What that calls for is ndelam kilimba kilim nin ko kilimba kilim wala nga ñoo pour nga ñoo empower nga ñoo celebrate nga ñoo lift nga ñoo put down nga ñoo lift mo si ke jawa ñaw ñande nala jub nala give him or her ala jub but ala jub mindi ko hanide il lafto mari finish la o mari man ku kende suto kata kula ku jaw dran fon ka woti nya sako akomo akula tabaki ita do fana ya karamu ne ata do amanki woti so perception very important. People build perception, people set perception, or they try to create perception about people. Emancipation, all in the name of dunya naflo, dunya palazzo, to satisfy their ego, to satisfy their greed. Alamu alayhim nan be tanka. Mantina mandin koli kamin foy ko hade madin setano. Hade madin setano. Mbesi duwa alama alayhim tankela. Dunia bita kande. Dunia mu hakkiltolti, dunia mu kawandolati, dunia mu dunia baka ban lonna. Jalol le ñil fo. Dunia baka ban dunia lombale. Baka ban lonna. Bari adinga kawandi, adima ya kono. Adima dinga manke fenti. Ñi niyo. Fon dem man man fo mantel kawandi ba. Ñi niyo mimbe mbara jato kono. Ñi ne ke bimbe sini jang be diamuka. Bari ni ñi niyo botu jang. Atata. Ite diamula. Ite ku kenola. Wilara lara ne debt. Fente mana. Fente bolaji yala dami lawoloto. Funi mol na de blog ye fen kila. Bayde de fen nekila. Ita kenola fana. Fana mo kawandolati. So ñi ñotentel blog. Fana mo very humble. Ngaje President Barrow atara Nigeria kata mabe Buhari la ba de court wala kata san konton la je ko madam fayen ko alhamdulillah rabbil ko Allah ngode san President Barrow ñande ka wandi lal am so aka wandi tale bada hono ñande ka wandi President Barrow ngañum fole dum dunia sembo kana dum mola fo yekuki yekuma fo kanyina alala musi powerful nyawnyande e mu hade mari dam manati hade mu makam le bebulu hade mu office de whatever office you occupy e mu hade mari dam manati you can even have the biggest tanker, the most powerful nuclear on earth e mu hade mari dam manati you can have billions in your account e mu hade mari dam manati wallahi mu hade mari dam manati Buhari be dinko min kono itata lota kunna bayte nata e kumale fo gambe donliye ya fo e ñon jumale e ñon politicien o minan ko alhamdulillah bi mo kuma balo mo ati gambe banko yo kuma fama min kaw ko yata bak bari ñabe Buhari le wo bela bare o bare abi bare re wudla o kenol ilo da kunna Allah akbar alma ala tan non be alma ale be taninya ate bayla but min be fokanja sometimes can as a reflection, especially on a Sunday morning. Take it easy. It's probably some people are working right now. Some people are sitting in the living room watching me. Wherever you are watching from, to look at life now. What? More be almost month bukata wala 2-3 months bukata ay bang imam mudo la sankila ya moy Facebook RIP lamu o inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi rajiun bakumala bilal bital forum mon kon lal bital mo bitarek and no keta if an time mira think about yourself, think about your own day. Moment na imanong very sudden, sometimes can be very sudden, sometimes can be even ikosaya ka ng mono da man mono. You have your plans, you have so many things in the pipeline. Even yesterday, you just you just thought about a new idea, a new project that you want to explore. Wala na akumara ba kinin kana hanima din na jawya tarin sondo mo kono. Nin sabi na akana hanima din jawya tarin sondo mo kono. Jam firindi. Because nin jam man tar firindi. Adama din la jawya be sondo mo kono. Iya ku ko this heart is closer to Allah than anything else. Allah ya belong. I jawya min so de konante ya min so do hadima din de Allah ya belong. Itele sa fake no. Itele sa nande ko. Sometimes you can consider this. Wala manding ko hono ngame fe ko nin crossro meta wala nin ta meta nganiyo aka funtile aka tar ke barotol and ñun dunia ko wala tan kale ko dunia is very small, especially this day and age. Gambia too is very small. Kuta no kunna ku boka no ko ni nganiyolu ni kebarolu e ba funtile ate bayla molle sometimes molle katari modol mo modol le tron bar ni antara ko hakilo tubake e boni manku tol suuto la be ni manku mo suuto nyoto adi ngi hakilo to nyoto mbani wala kulati mialan ko pour nyaali kan a moment of reflection for every soul, every human being, every person living on this earth. Adi ngi hakilo to nyoto be mi fo kan jawara la ko they build some narratives. Jawara kul kanamale do fa bije ngam story do discover ko there was this businessman who approached Jawara, right? For the B in this day and age, let's compare. After Jawara, official use to influence something. Jawara kai ko no. Jawara kai ko, I'm a president, I'm not a businessman, and I cannot do business while in office. Kai ko. Mole bi jan mi ko business lan lo moyti. Tai ni business okay. I want more found military. Akoyoko, tomorrow don't be already they are established. But go and look and see who they are coming up. Yeah, uplift in somebody. Or more kono. None of them manka badent. Or more kono. None of them ever even and they don't receive like them. Your protocol frankly to direct affairs to business or young businessman or they are coming up in all tata in a business. B me muna jika fem nanata presidency keta mole business empire presidency keta mole how many of manon kordajol lor kat kordajol over 200 or more plus kordalo because mo ko Yajambe almost bought the whole of Banjul. Banjul almost half of the Yajambe talent. Ani be kul mi fanal kon right now. Bari on nga haklo tunyoto. Mol batata ba to nyimbankun kam. Mol struggle to nyimbankun kam ba. But me, my worry now is about narrative. It's about people trying to distort narrative, discredit, and make people fall for their narratives. What is troubling? At any cost, at any means. Alma alembe so sabu nyumala. Mbedu wala men romino mimun na kairo tigambi bankoka. Alma alo kente na tulbe. Mbenga dua wala. Na. Bari nyin kairo fanan. Atinano kato komade. Nyin unka nyin mun ka hammo bije taro kije. Nyin taro kije. Dole sa dua make. Dole sita kan ka ferol landi. Ka tonya fa itande molla. Bari mu fon nyin jamano kono bi. Ko mu jihadoret. Ka ko bondi mole nyoto molna de le fa ko dundu la nyokono ite na yabe bondi mole nyoto man mu jihadol tibi because we are in the world of disinformation or misinformation. Social media, yes, it has now shifted the balance, or there is a balance of power now between the mainstream media and social media, where the mobile phones that we have, these smartphones, we are able to use them to tell our stories like I'm doing now. This was not possible before. So we were depending on what the mainstream told us because we were building perceptions on the media, what the media was telling us. Because we thought even those medias were very truthful. Because we never crossed our mind. Some of those medias can have agendas, can be biased. Even mainstream media can be biased. Media they are for the powerful. Wala dol ni moni mano kodo tiolo do fana be kawle ti you kodo use kam media le take control. No ana manke control well to influence their content. Want na be do wal batata baki. Ninna srogulo be ninna fakaria be ninna dimem ninna bata be mamol so mielon ko ihina tanna I bala fatane they're taking our struggle to another level nunko mamol so ma ko wol tekerinde bari mini fan ba ke kan kerobe ma mili be ma ko kan even to tell our story be wol new mol do defana be kerola because wol fana man la fi mol ko moy wol man la fi to bring that the other side of the argument, the other side of the narrative, because they want people to believe their narrative. More they go, no, let us break this thing down for you. They go, honey. Just as Modo Fanalu, they are fighting for poor people. It means be fukaria dukundula. Wala o governance system wala maral nyato mi alonga benna ko benna kareka to change and understand everything for their selfish purpose nkani ne fole jam nyina munda problem oti ad nyina hanke be is crippling our advancement nyanda tarala bare hanke be nyaaji ben noto man tano. These are the issues. Milibe kata kan pour ka janko kale wala ka tilana de pour ka nakaro bay wala fana be jam fal kon wala fana be hani man tal jam fal kon wala fana be mol de fana be so melon ko man la fi wol yoke. They want to shut them down. They want to them, they want to, make them shut up, or they want to, they wish they could keep quiet. So the kila pour kali dendi, because they want this other narrative to stop, to stick. Wala tinna. I'm of the view. And I believe that sometimes narrative will be to stick. This media, this balance of power, this social media, or this day and age, we have access to these tools to tell people, hang on, and not only we bring evidence. Because there are so many evidence to prove people, some people's narrative wrong. So many people. But unless we bring them out, or we this Hadamarding can be biased, can be selfish. We are all can be doesn't mean you are. This is what I'm trying to portray here. Hadamarding can be very biased and very greedy, very selfish, very wicked. But jumale tenyu man kutol soto no wala mo melan ko ay hikma soto ay famaje soto amam hadume ñile mo multi melan ki hakkitu baki ñin lana tambol baka kebul but mo melan ko you are otherwise the opposite of all these values. But I don't know, after September 11, you dunia je they want to avert some threats. Along kujaman fan be caring and international politics or political fan that's another issue, separate issue, one for another time. You just have to take your time to understand and sometimes you can even use those things to relate it to our own situation. Badewulu yamokulat. Alma alemma, alma alendema. But there's a lot of information. Mialongo, built, or there is, how do we call it? There is a lot of restriction nang in nakarolment nang ka jawarala call discredit. Badolo. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. The umole na te ba ikafa mole ko jawra man nyinki jang ntanga minki jang. Sure. No. They call him names. They call him. Some people call him tribalist. Some people even saying he was encouraging nepotism. Some say he was corrupt. When the evidence suggests the otherwise. But that narrative stuck some time until it became too late. So let's watch the media. Let's watch people. Let's watch this space. Because Molbi Yelmian go very wicked. Need of them, I get a and that is where the problem is. Alinga nyo cross, alinga nyo sute, alinga nyo uplift, nkana nyo disempower, nkana nyo discredit. Nibe mim fola mola to like I base it on Tonya and evidence. Don't fall for it. Look for evidence and then question. Don't just fall for narratives. When you look around, evidence, there are evidence, it is disputing their narrative. Why can't you just be yourself? But don't allow, because what they're trying to do is they're trying to appeal to humans, the darkness. We all have our moments. We all have our, instinct. We all have our, like, Harmadin coming for they want to, Harmadin, can be biased, but doesn't mean you are always biased. Momilanko, you hikman in conscience use all the time. Sometimes you are able to balance it and strike a balance here. If you feel bias and sentimental over to cloud your reasoning, you wouldn't allow it. Anyway, alhamdulillah, niko ya na jalol. Coming last Sunday, a program was talking about again these narratives about ST, blah 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 blah. But alhamdulillah, we've gone far to see that they're trying to make amends and trying to move and forge ahead. And I think we should all join that process to forge ahead, but also be more mindful to take this as learning curve for everyone. Pyongyang is like a unifying force. Music is unifying, it's a unifier, unifying force. Nkana song ina yo politicize mulbu. Nkana song ina yo tinya mulwi. Alin kana song, alin ngan hakilu nyodo mbare wala wala nan kon kana nyo nakar. Alin ngan nakaro yin less inin ko brotherhood. Alin ngan nga hakilu nyodo. Moma kema, moma foima. You want to build a narrative around that person. And you think people can, sometimes they try to do this kind of thing to appeal to our other side as humans. Come mafoko abembe konode wala kumokoleata. Hadmaden can be biased. Bare again, we are diverse people. We are diverse people. And that is a victory, and that is a celebration for mankind. And that should be a celebration for this country. But min can worry back, and min ben worry back. When you follow so many times, I don't abakan and never funtikan gradually. 6 months ago or blah blah blah. Those who were listening to me and following my program, the more we get closer to election, and more often, a people who are afraid of accountability. They hate to see organized people. They hate to see people united. They hate to see organized way of showing power, the alternate power. They will do anything, and they will go at any length to disrupt that. And this disruption comes in many ways, in many shapes and forms. And sometimes this disruption cannot be seen by naked eyes. But if you hear people wrong, you can see something's happening. These disruptions can be very sophisticated. In disruption, man den ko coming for. Jamfa ni jurtali asite nyalal. Adum benyum fanam fola koteke. I want to be on record. Benyum fola koteke. Mam fenje follow. In the coming months, Gambia, are better than to make us fragmented more and more to see a disjointed and unorganized people. So at a level where or at a level if the word if I'm going to use the word if at a level if we fall for it, if we fall for it, then we do. So kujamala be dundu ñokono just like kujamala be dundu ñoko dunia la karot. And there are so many forces. Kuodol bi jey kay moy be jey kan. Bare lu mel ni botol dol kalama lu mel. Wol be ina wol be bulo lay kunto. Ba fa yara fan tol fi tol fatal takki. Kumo be buka funti santo. Kumo be defala de. Bare ngadiamu hakili malle. Nde kunne man demo hakilin tawat. Wala wadu yentel hakilin tawlo wadu linna janin diamoto. Alina hakilin tayya lo fanan jelno ko ndemo molti menon ko hakilo do ata baki. Nasta baki. Ndemo mo nasirim barat. Baratul milikal lamoy. Alhamdulillah. Nalmantal level killing. Atul level be hiding back in total. Do jan dal katar ya kumo fan ham le fan it takes time. But atul killing drum fla don you're able to know what's happening. Min dunia jamano le akit dunia welcome to this world. You know when you new world order, if you go higher to that, international politics, international relations and everything, you see some of these issues play out. People trying to control narratives and that in any means, at any cost. Russia and America temo to be from Mantra Gikam is getting very interesting. Power. Power. Russia and America be Donald Trump ne Putin tema. Many be city many alam go ni afjane am vindicated. Women ne ba fo ebajibe kon Donald Trump ne Putin tema diale be tema. Kodo mune min be ko ñun dia is only just is serving a purpose. It's a strategic friendship. Strategic. Because ntengal ne ko nganyum folo lol ko international relation amun na area de melon ko ngalom ba ka like it. I studied it. When it comes to international relations, that I am subscribed to some of these latest magazines melon ko they talk about issues. Even sign them digital from Bakawal Jamal, but we can book at a bang, mang copy another few headlines from Navy to understand what's happening. So what I know, Ninting Kodology, you know, I know the issues behind scenes. What you see play out is the end product of what has happened in the past, behind scenes. And this behind scenes, you have to look at the history. History repeats itself. History repeats itself, what will be. So, no. This is really strategic. And also perhaps trying to use it as a political or a campaign tool for Trump. You know, I can bring peace between Ukraine and Russia, Timodo, you know, I don't know, 1 week long for within 2 weeks long of 1 week long. That was part of his electioneering. And more doe kuke kunung abake kanne for dollar interest But I mean, he didn't think it through. Kajo ko nyinde, this can come back and bite me later on. So it's full of risk. International relation is all driven by interest, depending on the players and the school of thought they are trying to see through. You have the realist, you have classical realist thinking about using anything or doing anything at any cost to maintain power or to maintain control. There are some people they say they want to use international systems, and so some of those classical realists they using unilateralism and the lust for power and using hard power to achieve their goal. Whereas others they believe in diplomacy. They're using geopolitics. They try to use geopolitics to advance their cause. But a better than that, it's about national interest. In a bankola interest. That is why it's a very chaotic scene. Every country fending for yourself. That's the first, that's the first threat of international relations. When you come to do it, they'll tell you it's a chaotic scene. International relations is chaotic. Every country funding for themselves. And in Africa, you go zero-sum game. Is the more, this is used. If you look at diplomats, if you ask diplomats, they will tell you zero-sum game monetary. How is this built? This concept built is built because interest. As long as I'm having my interest, I don't, or they will believe that my interest will go and can be advanced as long as other people are down. I'm pushing other people down, or I will continue to push other people down for my interest to be there all the time. At any cost, it's an interest. It's want to serve your interests, even at the expense of other countries. Zero-sum game. It's a game. So that is why it's chaotic. And min bebe nyun kono key elements min bebe nyun be kono wala mu security, territorial security and human security. International development. Bankuni banku tema. And this game of politics playing, is strategic move, intelligence sharing, intelligence gathering, and sometimes the perception they make countries believe, or the people in that country believe, atolla safety and la security be bentolle bulu. Atolla security and la ko be we can give you that, and they fall for it, and then here you go. They go behind closed, so they sign bilateral agreements, sometimes not for the purpose of not to serve the Bankomola interest, but how to survive those regimes. Politics. Kujamal bejede wala na ndal abadul be ko allen to wa karandewol wa do mbaka bo nyoto mbaka bo nyom kan ko bayde wa do ma fa be ada xana man ka be ko karandi be fananti de ba dolu bi je kany mi fol ka bedin din malu wol be kunkuro da manne wol ye ki dawdan din ye ki bit kukuto what is in this for me nda kan de jaxale de ndema fa ko man selfish de ban tenga ni nga mo selfish nga je wallahi ngan kale akam fenke bakal akan anoy bakal because man nan kam min fo wala ne ko ite ina man jinan man jolo nan sansanto fulo ide ina da solo kono ko molle topoto sate mol na tay topoto woto ita da kuku to fana molle be fe mo buka ji kuti without people ni o mol na da ke sababu te ke kuti Baruno. Ya alma len betanka yinga ni mankro don bari abe betal inshallah so baruno janimbe ko kun nembe min foka st on the learning lessons kabere usi yusun duri st invite on the stadium sorry on the stage nama liyo jele esti la mala jumala ka kun fanu taliban fo amune man bari the boy is so smart. The boy is so smart. Yusunduria for the first time, well, it could be the product second, but that was my first time Yusunduri STJ on the stage. Yusunduri the reading was perfect. Very, very soon, another expert when it comes to songs, when it comes to music. And very identical formula, either musical fan he's an expert. As you move thinking for could be everything can synchronize. And the STA STA not a mean for only the go. One Gambia, one people. But this is what Ngajantul Manding Jalol Yellow Mila. Kabin 19 immemorial. I said to take SC killing fanang, Kabri Diandi, I all killing repeat. I control Kabri Mamanul Bay, Nagin long. Jalian Tanyanta Kabina, come on, kill it. That boy, Billah, that boy is so intelligent, very smart. SC is gifted. But Gambia, sometimes, man, come also, Mbukelo, Mbukano mo kendo long phony alma alaya jamfa need caring. But tomorrow, at least for now, Molialonko, SC has managed to prove himself, and people definitely love what he does. So, Anin Jibede. Dunia, Tunyana Belaban. They can twist your story. They can, distort your narrative. How is that? Because you know some people, no le kunye dom pambi de sapaka. You know pambi sapaka. But alhamdulillah rabbil alamin, esi ku pijamelongo. Ay hikma soto, ala kuma kale hikma soto. And ala kuma kaunu, they are vindicative. Ala kuma kaunu, ni ajin ko they are vindicative. Mol mimbe ko yum fambe data nyamin ko kono. Mimbe funde dawlato. It has proven everything otherwise. Music. Let's let the music play. Let us enjoy the music. Let us empower music. Music is another power. In dunia, there are 3 elements of power. Right? First and foremost, during the Cold War the use of or the threat of using, in fact, the threat of using nuclear war, or let's say, okay, stages of power politics. But maybe the first elements, the hardcore realist, using power or using threat of using force or coercion, hard powered, military might, hard powered. The secondary is smart powers. Smart powers community, a blend of hard and soft power, a blend. But mostly, in this blend, in between there, is money and power. Using money and power to leverage, to advance your cause. Right? When the money and power is blend, but blend in such a way, yes, capitalism is critical in that, but it's not geared towards exploiting, but also to kind of like leveraging to become a comparative advantage. We trade, right? Use that. Donald Trump try to use that. Try to be smart about it, using tariff and all that to advance his foreign policy or agendas around the world. And sometimes he succeeded in that. Very manipulative though. But key to this also, after all these things, there is one power. Me and Uncle Banco be as and Banco be my nuclear kodi. Banco be for an economy man better, but Banco a soft power. Muna a soft power. Things me and Uncle things that you can showcase, things that you can leverage on. For example, me and Uncle, more nyasi boy, if me and Uncle export no to the world market, the more nyasi boy affair. Maybe you are an exporter in Tio or Mano or Fendo, and you can use that for diplomacy. But also, we have fashion, right? Fashion. Fashion, because kuda fana mbota Senegal ñu watin mi anonko ak kumata ba nga jejibe. Senegal is using soft power these days a lot. So na domor fenol na adolu na tosanolu, our tourism products that we are selling out to attract other tourists, right? Even the mere fact of even making this place a heaven for investment, these are our soft powers. But the players, the actors, or the actors in the soft powers are these musicians, these artists, these singers. Is the invite in Germany? He played in Germany. Gambia fang. I want to now. What I'm trying to provoke here, I'm now going to provoke something here. A big tourism seller. She can sell Gambia tourism agenda. She can do a lot of diplomacy for Gambia. She is a big soft power for the Gambia. But are we doing that business with Sona? Sona can attract so many things to Gambia. Are we speaking the same language with Sona? Ninko the same language here, are we in tune with her? Do we understand the opportunities that Sona can bring for us? But what I see lacking in Gambian media, because Sona Boka is back in the media. Can Gambians go after Sona down and day, to go and even have an interview with her? I want to reach out to them. If it means even traveling, I will do it. If Sona can grant me, because I have a lot of questions for Sona. When it comes to Gambia, tourism, and Gambia, arts and culture. But they don't, because I don't move and you can't mean Karo Kenyami, more mean Lola Kanyabo. I'm not blowing my own trumpet. But I need Cindy Sonadala B. Benjamin Karo Minkela Senala, never catch a Minkela. Tomorrow content Benjamin Batrokono, rather than somebody to our women by Ninkakan Kurula. By Ninkakan, yes, because they need to understand this industry. They need to understand the strategy. They need to understand Sona Fala, in a lineage. Yes, Nkamula Kavako, the first female, Kora, artist, things like that. Yes. But there's a lot more we can explore. And so Sona will also be very interested in talking to Gambians, Gambian media or Gambian, audiences. So Najalolu, Music, continue to play your music, but continue to be original and authentic. Imu menti mu kewote drum. Ani alu fataka for STA ko munata ne ebuka denkilo la man kandola wala ne man eka denkilo la man kala. That is a lot of stuff. For no problem want because ngamole for many times akafale ko ngam fan expression on ni kono. Hana tara ka jamana moy. But yalong ufunam is problematic. What is problem? For somebody to sing in Mandinka. Yalong Lare Sise la Diamo for, and I believe this is what I believe in. In conversation is going to be difficult, but finding conversation okay. This conversation, you know what? Let us all be cool and collected, but this conversation cannot be one way. New model world that they were trying to give a different narrative, they call you names. Well, that's not going to stop. That's not going to do anything. That's not going to what a resolve Nona. Then don't bring it on. If you bring it on, people are ready to correct you. And that correction is by no means, things that or names that you are calling us. You can call us names. They can call you names, yes, but as long as you can hormone but you bringing out the facts. I'm bringing them as evidence. And I'm also explaining some theories behind these things. It's problematic. I mean, it's affecting now. Music affect already are in the political affect. This is the saddest thing. Instead of people coming up with policies and then question people on their policies and even ask for evidence. Until time policy what people are telling us, we fall for them without questioning, without challenging, without even looking the other side and then look for evidence. We accept what people tell us, especially somebody coming Karamu president or Karamu Fenke, the Karamu minister, we accept their narrative. We fall for them. The figures that telling you it's not correct. The figures that even telling other international organizations or it's not correct. Here we go. Alma ala tunye. Senegal, nana hafu na diamo kono jande nko. Ninga haklo back haklo tunko nanunto molo. As part of this creative industry, also as part of this soft power, nko nanunto molo ike pare nyame. Nyanda tolerin subsol dollar mi ranko di iko fen karano. Them fancy dress subsol fanal fundita woltona in this market. In this side of in European markets or American markets, fashion, fancy dress is a lot of money. People are buying these things to attend parties or house parties or to even attend events to dress like I want to be like this. I want to be like in Adam Smith. I dress like I'm done filming because you can find more crossback jama aparenya jama. There is a style, there is a standard or style of pareo akanaf minna. So Nico Giamare la Portobake, you see kalan nka picture minje lalo keba drame ala parenyante bi Nico karalali or kara. Are they there? Right? Wasa tura nyolo former more ko be independent struggle keno. In fact, of late lo ngaje fenke what's his name again? Alaji Dabo. Naf dole dung mianong jaw, it's associated with Jawaralan nafu dunyana nafu nafu dunyana na kobe. O nafu is unique. Mano jumane bo karakan mano where are they bought? Or kumana bakele people you obey fancy dressed. You attend some traditional events. You attend some national events. It's important for us to remind people of being, those people in fancy dress. When you have terrorists, or terrorists, they are showing those things. But I know nimman kumandi, there will be no market for it. Market is a demand and supply. So we have to create a demand for it. And to do that, is sometimes when I even, we can even create a day, come young, school to they can do it to set aside a day, important people in society, fancy dress, come to school, with fancy dress. Come to this event with fancy dress. Your party fan organized. On this party day, it's going to be a fancy party dress. Come in any person you want to be like. You want to show people that you want to be like. You want to drive. You want to dress like Michael Jackson. Come to the party, dress like Michael Jackson. You want to come to Independence Stadium or Independent Day in a fancy dress, national pride. So national day like Independence Day. Come dress like Jawara or dress like most of these former independent fighters or struggle they led in support independence struggle. So but it yele because these are opportunities commonly create. They create opportunity from buying and selling, create demands, create market for it. Senegal nga ko sign façon of I want to be like Carl. I want to dress like Carl. Before. These are things that is happening. To go back to our people, to be authentic, to be original, not to be proud of in the past, to make it unique. More people get to know, ni more you can discover, ni more than meeting, more than any nola. But you never mantra so, or you never man in a kurko. Almana to your body on for another time. Nimie Kumandrosoto, or Nimie Femvention after to add to what I said, and the line is open, which is 0044 777 1676 759. 0044 777 1676 759. For that pin, for anyone wanting to join me, you can do that. 0044 777 1676 759. There's a lot coming. Gambia don't prepare a lot. If we are disorganized, among social media used to empower one another, we are trying to bring one another. It's only going to be one winners. Also, the only winners they'll be out of this. They want to see us disorganized. They want to see us, disjointed. They want to see us, all the time, going after each other, fighting. They want to keep us busy, coming and explaining ourselves, defending ourselves, not to even set a narrative for our collective advancement. But they want to keep us busy explaining ourselves. Assalamu alaikum. Sanyang, nye kontom baki. Fama kita. Yo, dimbal binyadi.
Alhamdulillah,
Very good.
So, ga imbe kontona baki be la modla be kontona.
Yo.
Yo, kaila diamoni nyata peta nyata. Okay, on the side pente be diamla senkela sona la kola. Ndaje ko Gambian nolu sona la ala potential be nyame Gambian nolu ma value image. Because nya jube sona ka playment ke European countries ni to babol je ika embrace nyaming yena je sign do fon la gamen ko sin ndede maaje man fo mosa je bambare ndede maaje ndede man aje ko Gambian no le programme soto sona approach prina I play ndede maaje de ma fo man tede bare ndede maaje but instead nka foreign mode nka wolel embrace nka wolel la musical promote konsan ndal bankol be nyaming isi wol man nan isi moje ya kuma yo kuma nan ba mi ham jay be mol gari de bonan bri jamani kabona Sweden nan kabona Holland nan kabona Sweden kana attend in Birmingham andu wandi banku mol talti but nin jaba ko le bota nan Gambia anata jang very few people ko mo dantan e ko wali so wata tan de koto ndol fa na artisolu nyanta mennu nyanta nyanna menna ngawol nyandi mfanto mbuka wol value mbike la potential ge mbike embrace so na bi ala musico be nyami bi yokkono momo ka afolo ikan ibiban nako amanke mo chakanenti oto yemen for the near atrai opportunity sort of kulka diamai abe kuma la bakele ka long ala kolbe nyamin anin munatina ala association with Gambian lo among wara wanyama purka ala side of the story moy ka la moy rew ci ofanan abe kuma la bakele
nimi la manager number so dawdan de dukare alin back makato mbemo be appeal la I want to reach out to Sona. I want to go abedami ngam tarje. Exactly. Go in there, put nice face to face, not record. I'll do that. Hana jale dengan cameraman or hire, put I be session, I be film mole, nice. Nala fe kacharal.
Exactly. Kumala battle definitely kumala battle.
Yeah.
And new fanam like ni do me alon ko ni si ko me alon ko eka na misisiano dolu fijala like estinyor palo ni tata Senegal bi mission jama babeje hanna tadi imanke surwa te bare ka den kilo ke surwa onda mo buka wol nyinin ka munati na iman den kilo ke nyin kandola fo eka ke surwa account ndanga aje ko Senegalelu wala stein benyami wolman ni siko nyin ima akumandi tole men kumandi wala mituko anju male ka fo Senegal men ko tabaki wala sur account yo ibuka ñu fi jawla wala ko ñu fi do bari Gambia ni ina tawla isi ñot nakar be wor ñot nakar bale beje
and ñu nakar han ka be explain out in almost everything, every walks of life now.
Exactly. Wala abe wala nyam. Yo isi moje fana like nim nyin kandoli femfo atekela problem te bare nim man din ko afadam don problem woti iko ibisi fadan fans wala bare nyin kandol sinali
no maybe niatele ko asikeno niatele ko you are trying to build comme ngafro na diamo ko niatele ko you to respond to something ngamera wala ka problem woti but coming ka foko ka kan one ka problem today. But they respond to an allegation or something. Sometimes they go walk wrong. For political correctness, they come and just like you should eat your money can you for Mavoko Jabiro Jabinabe Kila Kila Aning Silola and can Kuluan information. Right? Kamul Doya Kono. It should be corrected, you should be calm about it.
Exactly.
And bring your bring your Kanamo Doya. But bring the facts.
Yeah. Well, I think because the Gambia do at bakele. Also, si membe Gambia me alon ko ining ni sidol man nyoma afansia. It's very very rare.
We are all so nobody will succeed, in this kind of.
So ni tiko ni ani nyoto nyo onyanta bolal na fanna kol bi nyami anyanta tambila wala sai.
Yes, I agree.
Onyanta o fayle komale.
I agree.
Kadden ma jube banko bita nyami banko bita wala nyami. Mulla bodo bi sonyala nyami. Ni high cost of living bi nyami. Banko corruption bi nyami. Mul nyanta wolden na wala na o kele. Rather than ni siku ni do ni fanko. Abi man na faso do. At the end of the day ndem kilondi ya jube mo fin ndemo fin so mun si ku be tarla ndema sai
manya kala to
banko be atalo mendo mo be ngenta denna wala ngaw ko
it's always a distraction. It's always a distraction ngafule ko jama ning call bina accountability bina start ni more we in the process of holding some people accountable, they deflect, they come and bring us issues, more distract. From these bread and butter issues.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. Aparaka baka. Thank you.
Yeah. Aparaka.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum, Bading. Hello. Ito dima. Kamari Juma. Kamari Fati. Okay, we come on Kamundo. Gambia, Sade Juma. Okay, bismillah. Yes, I'm okay. Mbaka.
Okay. Nde ni soro ya manja ko bato. Ya manjum ko. Eba no mo ya mo mi da wala ke ben. Manjum ko nde alatan bato manjum ko de nyato ba telefon.
No.
Ya mo mi da.
No. Excuse. No. I'm into son na narrative feel again. Okay, mamodam. Right? No. Hello, Famanke Fisamande. Come see ya Kuamanke Fisamande to the body. I will not allow you to stick, what doesn't always stick that. I'm have to challenge you on that, because Amanke Kon Moman Fisamot, right? And the Moma Modam. Right? Okay.
Okay,
all right. Bismillah.
Okay. Untuk ko na ba pala manipula about manipula karon. Hello? Nta malo minana ni mo ko ni la ka no sindi ka man ko ma.
Anyway, malo munan, but I don't know how to say, because sometimes a lot of things have been said, about that, but it's not, that might not also be true. Only coming cover ko ni lafta ngene ko mandin ko man, no. Maybe more bela do a call killer tron kalafi you see far killer, but it's a ko man killer mil ulterior motive, but ulterior motive here is try to provoke a story or to provoke a reaction about issues, sometimes to distract people. It could be about other, they can talk about other stuff. That's not necessarily about Mandinkas. All right? Yeah. So let us also be mindful of that as well. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. So maybe for Kanjambari, because we have to be smart about all. I'm not smart, but responsive sometimes. Let us be on the, on the other side. Other side, we need to open-minded about some of these issues, not specifically thinking that they're targeting us now. So that could be hard to substantiate. It's going to be hard to read that and to look at that as an evidence now. So the only thing is, basing hattle to Nyoto. And these are, sectors we don't need to be polarized. It should be unifying force. Music, it should be unifying people. And that's why artists should continue to play their music and let us enjoy their music. But let them be original. No? Let us don't allow people to Assalamu alaikum, buddy. Yeah, Tomboy Benyadi. Ngejo.
Ye kondo hanin la bari la marande.
Ngejo.
Le programme be diarim bake. Mo be ni le miro nde meji je dron studio ya Amazonia. Adama ya Amazonia. Bar fara ni jamba kata bi da bon ngala koto.
Worom to nyati.
Simbe duma sabe duma. Be nyono mal de be nyoy manyi tar nyo dandula. Bari momo ni e fan horoma. Dia guya ini mel bisiri be horoma la.
bare ni ku ji mo ki horman da nya ni ku ji mama ima dan kun dia gwa be hormala
abanta
adu mo fanan ibe dibo kono lori tambilawo malon sila malo ke dibo ko se fa na ke dibo
abanta
so ni membe kumala dame isi kumanyalo ni menna da meya ila banta batolon bang ila sade kolon bang ni ba nyinin kala anyinin kanya long ikana nyor problème ko ni mo be nyinin kala to fa yalo nga be nyor kan din kolo kono iba jabile nyame shalong ni mo ye nyinin ka kanale man me susu ajabo gola de buli kan e fam mara fa mel ko mo faham bari mo mondi ati solomban imamo lomban politicien lomban ikuma kola ifan etele kumola moy pour sinin ici kuma nyalo ikeda musti ikeda keti ni moy ikeda dinti ikeda fati ikeda teriti ban ikeda ustaz di karamo ti ban ikeda talibi ti ban ni moy horomo baso fene ye man siga kan na ya ko dia gu ya men kan lawo no do mo hormante ya baso da dia gu silo dol beje ka fo ka tari bulale kuma nyale kele darjo fa dakki ni me kuma nyalo la merla wal yalo ne me fu
wanta trop
kuno nenta be la bento wo be tamiren ko le na to kuma fu men manke horomo kumoti ila ben fulan jante te talaje nin termen ben na mo ila fana fana taji adu mo te ko korda men ko ne mo tan sabale bo korda kono do be korda men ko mo keme sabale bo korda kono adu keme sabatiyo na kuma da mo men bala mele wala be siale te te mo tan sabatiyo le korda bara manke ni ko mo malafida mo dum iko fana ko dia wala finna alama men di mola kuma kurumbu ko dinela ne men ko be ko forcer kuma kan ale fa ale ke fan dubey jiro ni yake kima kan jiro kima le ka dubey ni kima ke jiro kima le ka dubey moy fallon ni be dibo kono moy alo mo malete alo ni be dibo kono adu fallon manke doyati
yamaro
iye fallon dron ike tablalon ike kuma blalon adi ike kuma nyalo
ike ko lon
ndesi na ko mbadi mandi ko liyan nasiya ala le yodin kuma kuntan a jabiran mu deleti ni man kuma jabi fana mu jaboleti kuma kuntan fan fola fan kalo ne ni ma jabi la fan ka juta fan adun ka ko mo men kuma kuntan men fo ka man ko ma ko hanin de tora fan freng wala mu sainoti bambalo wala mu taman seroti ka fo ko man din kolu igela man ka ya dafa le bayar han kila muhammad moli atonyin ala muso moli atonyin na be faniya ala ni dunya ni yin faniya na dala kana motora faniya fola fa ba ka faniya alfoka ada mi tambino nyato assalamu alaikum
okay tambon alhamdulillah diamol ay hikma suruja diamol ya to bare hono afele wato tata islam be min kala do wala ni ko tentu nakke kende ba fana vele ja lamin touré ngana wonde mor adi ma koy ngakuma nyumma ba no mo kende bala mo Gambia karala bala mo lamin touré ndesan bare lamin touré be min kala du yo ngalno mo min moyti du yo contact yemma ko ni sona diam wala nga ni sona la manager diam wala ni sona event mo dawdon in advance let me know metti gero gambita je na meet ngala so attend then ngat for nasi talk so interview so bela fo la bakale billahi billahi bella flora ba kele do your magic Lamin Touré ngay konton ngay tontu ngay jaay ngeen di dimbal be konton gambe kanu la fale fele gay gambe kanu la fele yo bare wolo adul be bi jangal be tendungal be jaay min yanon ko nyaabal la be safero la min bobo sanyang surtout kun keta na karunte ba min keta Lamin Touré ti atentu host kuli jeje ngay fanan tentu ngay jaay ako let the artist sing what the people like and understand. I don't like your music. I will not come to your Mariama Cham nata hey jati man nata jati man nata ngejo sama ndabe di amo kede kay Tanawata na alhamdulillah. Okay.
But
Sona jabati ati soni.
Okay.
Oh, sona okay. Ofano ati solti ba? Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Alam nombak kinya. Yeah. Okay, yeah. No problem. Yeah, no problem. Okay, thank you. Oh yeah, in fact, Lamin Touré right now she has one show in UK. Okay. Let me know where which part of UK, Lamin. I will definitely be there. I'll be definitely there. I'll go there. Oh, that's easy. Now UK that makes it easy. I can even drive. Yeah. I mean, baraka. Thank you. Lamin Touré, I will do my research. I don't know which city or town she's playing, but definitely I will go. I'm sure it will be a weekend. I'm sure it will be a Saturday or Friday night or something. But I will go. I can tell it. I can anywhere in UK, another Scotland or Lalto, I will go. Definitely. I'll go and meet Sona. Yes. Okay. But near confirm which city or town. Let me know. I will definitely go. Yeah. Yes. So. Okay. Kiba sabal fanan kontong nga bismillah indi. Nim Dr. Sabali ngal be kontong. Bi dimanche limbala. Sunti kon keta once again. Omar Lumlum ye fanan kontong. Nyata balo mi fananti. Kamadi Fati ye fanan kontong. And then Sanyamba. Baraka Bake. Thank you very much. Moro ye fanan kontong. Omar Lumlum again. Omar Lumlum when I comment yeah, you must comment master. Seku sise kundango. Mune bije. Mune kita samoti. Sise kundango albuka fade. Nga during the protest nga je mo dole nata bana safeje ako mburo $12 ako yan sohor fo yan sohor mo na be manga sise kundango do mburo da man sonia astaghfirullah yima ke jelo kuti oh, that would be nice, Lamin. Bilai, Sona meet. I will be really glad to see Sona. I will definitely want to go and meet her. Bilai. Oh, I mean, UK down the near jail let me know. Definitely, I will go and meet her. I'll Sona so, I'll definitely go and meet her. Bilai, I get down and let me know. Propose to go and meet Sona. And ask her to grant me an interview. And now it's going to be like 1 hour interview. boy in Kalabul. I want to sit with Sona. Yes. Barolo, nimi mo Sona la manager number so let me know. But now do whatever the city that she's going to be playing along. Lamin Ture come Ture kundanko ida sama mune follow la wala follow fanye Ture kundanko.
Me arkana kramol la follow kay badu arkano.
Nundo moro la baldi wala salman ke moro.
No. Ture kara da moro Ture man kara moro. Lamini kay de control program on always very educative be tentul and be jaila ila in program on Nafawara Bata Gambia Dingol She. And then I hope it's going to take a little bit time, but more one time it will resonate with people. Bala Nafajala Leka Memfo. Particularly Kasona Jubate Mena Kumofo. I hope the Gambia government know what that lady can generate for Gambia. If they know Sona has international connection, especially South America and America, we can tap Sona to get tourism industry for Gambia.
Yes.
And then Sona nan meet very big theaters new like call in especially now the play in New York it's like a 3-deck is over 1,000 people make attend. Neo Jiwal no then this make a lot of connection.
Gambia come to we don't even know what's happening. You know?
Need Sona meet no, this is not Sona. She is down to us, she's humble and she loves Gambia. And the first thing when she come to the stage, she will always promote Gambia and we'll talk about her lineage and where she is coming from, and then we'll make sure, and then Gambia will promote. I Gambia love Femco promote anywhere in the world. And then he will talk extensively about Gambia program and I program on Minnesota. But I hope you meet her. Nina met no, Mamranka moment meet, and then she open to everybody. Everybody near me, actually, Nimu Gambia not. I can contact from Lamon for it from Kaloko. She love Gambia. You understand it. So, but government, I don't think we have people many alonko. They think out of box in order to tap some of those resources outside, because you need those people, you know, that would be better. You understand? Yeah.
No, for the God, I don't need diplomacy. Diplomacy is not only the people at the embassies or the people attending international summit. No, diplomacy is anything that you can leverage to make an influence in the world. In terms of attracting businesses or attracting investment. It's diplomacy.
There was a program though you will say something about Yaya Jammeh. You have a lot of African American men they want to come to Gambia, Africa to know. And then when they come and then they fall in love with the Africans and they get married to a lot of Gambians there. So we'll be moving that they all bring resources to Gambia. And then it's open to Gambia. So though for some reason I love from here and they go for that program. You understand how you for program or basic note. You understand Alex Haley la program or Nina this will be what and then we can make money out of those things. But I don't know. It's
Gambia has a lot of potentials, a lot of possibilities.
A lot of potential.
And soft powers, but we are unable to sell these and make case for them.
But the people on the ground, it's the problem. Yeah, because if you come with that kind of thinking, they want to eliminate you. They don't want you to rise on that. They don't want people to benefit. No. Because nite bota jita de ko gande jinna na plasolta lot of fight no la do font to sandi da de sonna right now to sonni daji no we love you
so what the tunol jamfana what
but we want to see you a long time. We want to see you a long time. We love to get you. I mean, to know Baku Kang, the Angelo,
Barisa nintel be ngom bira be ka si be si da jam manta do gola no problem
but need a science and look at how young you are because need in the next 2-3 years maybe they put them in wow, oh my God. Recognize you. Anyway, thank you so much for this educated program. Maybe make and Bedwale. I understand Alasin Nisho, Jata Kende, and Sima Ban, shown in Tankola.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Lamin Touré New York. Martin Lamba Jela and Barabaki. Barimolu, one of them catching a minister of the P. The tourists are crying for bread. No, it's not only the tourists. Caesars for they were crying for bread. I mean, I have to couldn't go inside Gambia bread da sa kamat, Salam alaikum bari. Mbari ngam fam moy ibe lamme ka trata mandi ibe lamme ka trata mandi
ya ndelam ko de malo fo mo manol politico le viva
no politico ngo jangande karala
okay was ya ala baraka man yo si la next program ma jati kin
baraka
thank you
okay wala butung mbe program wala na yande fo dimanche na inshallah ya mo na mandia kanu ngafale ko ntenasta bakila adama de ngona munti diamo kono ni nga fem bandunda mo moy kasiba ak wala kata mo moy torati sa ko imam min jikki yaaje ko kudita ni atara ko ay tora fem nyaaw nyama mawule ke torade mawule kamo tora na joya na so kono no but I'm trying to kaytande ko le Gambian dul besi karan nyolale no haklu tu nyoto nkanyum folo wato beda ni modol mi mon nakarla ndol dam maul mi non ko ndol mam pawasoto mam fen soto du garan ndol fana nan kana ñu nakar alin kana wokke ñola alin nga ñoo uplift nkana ñoo bring down alin kana ñoo nakar alin kana ñoo jamfa do bije man ngol ko de ni jurtala ya ci ñaanal de ku jomal du non junkan ñokon wado bije ci min fo mo le banta and min be koma ka client de in the name of just doing everything to deceive people, especially when they know we are suffering, especially they think that we can fall for everything because we're desperate. When they know we are desperate, they want to come with any agenda to make you support that agenda, to even make you fall for it. What do you want to from the frying pan to the fire? Because they want to use our desperation on the coal community to use as a leverage to come and mandingol ko de jimondo du mol block ninko accountability ninko sayanga call jibe nga call chokolo kunke ye wuri la call yen kumande tolla ye to build a narrative to create a perception wala to kaje ko mu ka fo mole ko ntelbe ten wala modo be ten o hafra ko manke to nat ni hakilo to bake e ko taman sero jele be min fo kam molye but mo ko do be man tro fo kay nyale e ko fo molye ko male e go around behind and say karbete ne kat be nakarla e bof mo fo kam min fanale wol fanale wol buka almala to nyambulo ben ko ma dolu kan ni ko don mo be fanale e ma de fanale jumatal ba dolu bije be ko kol jakande dolu bije they are lazy to find out. They fall for everything. Because Wodolu, they don't believe in anything. Wodolu, they only believe in money. wala can wala fana mo ñoom selfish molati wala can the moment they are getting money for anything they don't mind how the rest feel. That's not their problem. Dunia bi mbola kono unfortunately fende femma sabo fu ñun dunia nafulo wala ñun dunia fam anu dunia plaso molko eten tula ñoy molko this will they will go at any length to make sure they maintain these things or they hold on to these things. Dunia kunda nin ko dunia kunda malam bo fam fa ñami ñun dunia su meñi su min kono ñun dunia banko wala ñun dunia jamano min kono meñi alhawa min kono e kafda me planet earth hadama den babe dun ka ñokon hadama den ne fanta ta ka ni ma fam ko ala be diala ke fisi man tewt abe tilimbal yake kan ko o alhawa ñin ka tinya ala habitat ñin ka tinya dole bije man lan e man dan kuto e be lana tambol la kanyin dunia alhawa ñin ka kandinde molye ka tinya molye bar ala man saba ala man satalla man saba abokasino de abokasino wada tati sino la fem kena kullo banke ya be long ababe moy ka babe je kam ndolde man tara jede isitale de man sida ya be du ñokono je ya be tabi jumal le kama ndol nin kon tolo munati de sam ku kilon ton do balu kan tubata kono na fang nyanda kala na fanti bari ñi nakaro be ñi misinformation be abe na pour modo le ba hawru ñi fang ka yebulo la kan yebulo la pour yamale ko to ñun dinkende te kere yebulo la kan butun that's it ndo gatalo jarabo kono because munekata they are just there to satisfy their interest, satisfy their lust for money and power, whilst the rest beloved in poverty, abject poverty, all the time. Wala hanina ta fanam ngamera ko e million kilim project ki janne nga dunia ko beke ni massage nga ko beke nga bulo ko sele nga karbi do ko. In actual fact, that's a chicken change compared to what we are putting into the coffers. They come to us, they even give us wrong information, wrong data, wrong numbers. Banko bita kan kungale fene ko min fa bije ima not even telling us being obe ko kan mun to le Senegal ila julo ni la fem dum ko min beta da banko toyala ima is underreported mol bi wolle be kisi ka be lonka ye min Senegal fa la ko min fa kasara to woro ima be fo no say no dol be lonka bada ni be taka ni be keka do bal batata dumara ni bodo dumara ni lanka hadumo dumara ni lanka hadima dingol dumara ni lanka fan la molu nin ko fan la molu nimil be do korda kilon kono nimil bulo katar simiran kilon kono nimil be korda ani sate kilon kono nimil be tundi nimil be gambe banku ding wolle ni lamol to wol man ni lamol kan ado alama ni lamol kan alama foko gambe no nyande to batale kono alama foko nim personata momo ya president so e mari be eto so o manke toñati e kule takan ka kul fasara mo liye to sudde narrative ngani narrative min ngani perception min fanan fo ngani agenda setting min fo ale. Some people are so wicked, they try to build an agenda or set agenda or set a narrative mi non ko abeta la nata abe mu nakarole o fanda man the process itself mu nakarole man hina nyola man bala fa nyoy be ñoo dund la nte ñoo bondi la nun do Gambia anim bi farata bakel pipi bi nyola watu la tesito moli ka wuli kata moya ka makoy alan ko day struggle sate mol be ñoo ko be nde la wulu tambe nga ñoo mambe lolo ñoy bi yo be ti ñamoli mol badi ndamman fan so bobe damman tem badi ndamman are going at each other to a point that they believe like ñoo fa fende fo system mo min create ndamman tem ngana ñoo moy ngata so be ñoo na dal comme ni ko ngata dong fenna ne fen dundu mo ko no kanda mal ko kuyande kan to fitino ko non adu jama min kana ke mole kana imbe tel be fitino ko kule kana ke je miyanon ko mbe si fo mbe ka tare o batala ko mbe la hammo min nyata kala min nyanta kala o kana ke no ngatu ñoo blame la ngatu ñoo sing korobos la ngatu la ñoo sabala rek dol miyanon ke la tol la way continuer sa yitele si nyaaso no e jaaje be min kega ani be kala mbe mu nekk la nga ñi kuyande mbe mu nekk la nga ko dundi da maltem wala mu dolla chuta tele eni wulta e ko la ñi ni ma wo fa soto lu mel na bu ka kontaan adu ni nga kele mo jama ni if when the accountability is drawing nearer wala na nga fa le meta ñum fa le throughout ko hanka be man fen je folo man fen moy folo gambe dum be ku yaral de ku yaati bayila diya binalde bar be ku yaral ibe ku yandilal a fende fo ñing hadama din setano e comme setan setano jindo jinna setano bijel hadama ne setano fana katar jel because wol daw diya bi dawdan wol tanolon diyat they will do anything to cause discord in people but in the mountain they go and sit and enjoy in the club the succeed kan say lafta ñu la ye continuer drom te lafta tane don ñu tare sonko rek tare kila tare ñoo fala say to concentrate tol kan de say to man kila problème oti e fan dam man e fan lam ñu la problème oti say la problème say ñu wala e fan la problème say imagine say they even going to blame themselves for our problems say the blame is shifted until me along to level problem of critical until man kila problem to say saying we have succeeded in making other people believe ko ñum ñaji ñum banko mantan wala ñem nga karñul lam they try to prove a point more la failures can do la failures more la problem can do la problem o propaganda we kere o strategy we kere you know it you believe it but what we kere it's going to get worse before it gets better. Let me tell you that. I'll be vindicated. I'll be cool and mean worse than it. Mean worse than me before, me before. If you not be more better for you come for you know what? They will call you names. They will come up with a strategy. They will come up with agenda. They will come up with a rhetoric or a perception to create a perception about you, about Gambians, or about Doldobalu, undol milan ko be suffering. Undol milan ko special budget mantan loron to ning kuran da ngata diaspora. Wala ngata overseas ngata treatment on nyinje. Doldobal milan ko ning tata loptano to mbuka mkam mina fa mi boro bon na mundol from where? Jikit man jikit laso. Atembulu atem ko matem mi jikene seno minna ni ngo seno ko ma ko laso to sembo banka saying you are there is no safety net non donc lo ñoy fanka okay to ñaw ka kele baade han ni mo la courant wulta ya moy social media mo be go phone minna people contribute fanka be be in some corners but baade we could do better neje man trembe struggle ka man hakilo to ñoto man ñoo nakaro la bula ci moment mo man bula bet lañu batale ko nodon ani mo mambo ni hani mo kilima mo the main science, they're going to come with a lot of different strategies, different reasonings, different explanations of the problem. Some of these explanations is nothing but to suit their agenda, to suit their egos. Be more kawule, ekafa moleko, ajere tambe menekila from President Barrow defender jam kuma ajere I mean nga fenki Suleiman Kamara moyle. It's like they are threatening people. Nasa jere to le kenyike. Molko ku be kala tan tilonga atan sobe atan luwa. We mo bele fasa. How you tell me balanga ay fasa le. How you tell me they are using threats against other people? I tell you follow fasa katami mo bet. It all on the follow men dunda problem ko. It all on the follow men dunda problem ko. E be sula luwa kilon la pour ke bondi wo al halol ko. Ba ite bi bo luwa kilon le twist and ba ton na wala bo symbol use kan wala ba abuse kan. Ka luwa killing nakar ka luwa killing ka tonyen ka distort hadamaning sometimes some of these things are being done and said to appeal our darkest side of us, because hadamaning can be biased. Bari cultural background hanje bari nga cultural nga la closely cultural background I'm just trying to wrap it up. So what nzena to nyoto ala baraka bake dia mona mandia ninga fem fondu damo moy ka sala ko bandi hadamadi lati awkar hadamadi la manati abudun wato be at any given opportunity insi nyo hakat dani nga nyo yamare nga nyo susu ku kendol wala be na fa ningo ku kendo jam mena fa de marala kendo aning coming ka kendi abalunde ndam maltem ngo do kam to ñanam ni ko badim fasa mo neti wala ni badim be toñan dilo la fay ko be toñan dilo ba fasa kan ban ni mo fana la toñan do afede afay ko ye toñan ne ni be ñu ko etela ni ku man fana ni ku alti ma fay kan mo toñan ban ni mo le toñan be lolé adunk ni mol toñan fana mba fo ye mol toñan alma karo sabatilla je ko ni moy ko fen fen de alma la kenya karot kambe siman jar kinda harji fin la man ko nyuma fondin ko be duwala le fondin ko fana be jarabo ko no de san wato mba moy kan drokol fondin ko ni be na hatul le kan droko become a problem, a very serious problem in Bangkok. Mankul milje nun kunu bimbo la jekan. But ngani ngfola before women na 3 tons of drug mutara ko mole ko. Saying mbe krango na jela Gambia Bangkok am mirango namina experience no before wala mfamata sifal moela. Now moka muta moge mo fenge kamfande kunde dulte mare nyosa ko nyofa wala moje tada japita mo kan ka kuro bunda bolo wala ka kuke at using very deadly weapons, very sharp weapons, or more force arm robbery almanatu nabaraka baki for the national inshallah.
Go yalo ne wato wati ninnata dor nga kibar di male natale badingol alal tulo dinna kotenke nanyen kibar di ma di alla yama sane nyancho betek wolle nata kotenke aliyelonne idalta kala nyamen tro wato wati ni fintita nan inin kukuto le kana nko yama sane nyancho ala nyimpiti ko mimbe brikama marché kono o respecto sesono nyaati wala musol alla samada nyimal fele samato sifa size o size ni fera je dron e basu la dadima nyin latest channel ni bagol na fera je dron al basu ko abayal bijele kola o kola sifa boredel dum ite mira borode sifa ni fera yama sane nyancho bete ke be borode sutola mimbe ni se wala hafkeli maltu koma haftanol fana bijele size o size anin kola o kala ay mandam wala kato alalo ne yama sane nyancho bete kunda fulale sob number 2 mim felale silabaka sane kunda ni tambida boraba jonctional drum yes kurro to je prala sungudu ndingol aning dress nyima balu kamba ndingol fana metu ko matisa nyimal bijele couple fana bijele bari nko ifelede nata nyin kudi wana tale king size complete bed set nko nyin laramba complete seto abejele yamasane nyanjo bitik shop number 2 ayin stana nyimal fana bijele prala salulu musol fana bagol bijele couple bijele aning ku jama ko yamasane nyanjo bitik afelembe sunkaro kono salo man jamfa ko alfutaje sign ali ala sandirol ke andun kamin fale nyim fengol be mo quality leti andun idayena sonaya na la fakiwa sene sodoje alse commandino ni number tole 7965266 wala 9905266 fengoy betea ay guarantee andun adaye sonaya dula killing yamasane nyanjo bitik